I tell you what, this camera is a line in the sand. Any gang stalkers that come along knocking, trying to cross that line, I will record them and expose them to the world. So those gang stalkers better watch themselves.
Oh, please.
In the description for this channel, I mentioned that most of the evidence I will gather on my experiences as a targeted individual will be subtle and require a discerning or more experienced eye to decipher the mind games being played. This is not one of those occasions. The demonic entity you see in the foreground dressed in black with a white beard is the perp from my first video of the year entitled Gang Stalker Starts the New Year, Business as Usual. In the commentary for that video, I mentioned that the only reason the perp started the argument was to create an opportunity where the police would be called. If you haven't already seen that video, or you'd like a reminder of what happened, I've included a link in the description. In this video you're watching now, you will get to see that my prediction was right, as this perp perfectly demonstrates the warped sense of logic that these gang-stalking walking sacks of human trash operate on, where they actually think it makes sense to invoke calling the police almost in the same breath as they initiate and continue to engage in provocative conduct and language on camera that has only one intended purpose: to start or exacerbate a fight. On this occasion, this particular perp begins with the usual racial provocation as soon as he sees me, saying monkeys out of the cage as I step onto the premises of the same local community services center where our first encounter took place. In the video of that incident, I pointed out my body cam to this perp during the encounter, so this perp is well aware of my body cam, and I don't exactly hide it as I wear it in full view on my chest. But these local community harassment agents are so hell-bent on pursuing their intended goal of engineering a situation that results in my arrest and eventual removal from society that they have dispensed with that initial caution that I briefly saw from them when I first started using a camera. These gang stalkers have invested over 20 years of effort in trying to derail my efforts to create a life that is worth getting up for in the morning, so they were never going to stop just because I carry a camera. But carry a camera I do, and the evidence continues to mount up, showing that I am indeed a target of a constant and concerted campaign of ongoing harassment. Now, some of them, like this one, are going all out trying to incite a fight. As I've said before, I'm a solitary person. I like to go about my business in peace. I don't bother anyone, and I expect not to be bothered by anyone. So as a result, there's an ensuing argument in this situation with plenty of shouting, as I, in no uncertain terms, repeatedly tell him what I think of him. I won't deny it, I lose my temper somewhat. Some people might say that I was wrong to pursue and engage him in an argument. Ah well, it is what it is. But why should I have to live my life cowering in the corner as a verbal punching bag for every ill-mannered low-life scumbag who comes my way looking for trouble? At any rate, I keep my hands to myself, and I limit my actions to just using words. It's when those words obviously get to him enough that he decides to punch me in the side of my head that I no longer see any reason to continue exercising even a modicum of restraint. After all, I have a right to defend myself if someone decides to physically attack me, especially when that someone started the whole thing and I was just going about my peaceful business. So this perp gets the fight he obviously wanted, brief though it was. But once it starts, true to form, he immediately attempts to assume the role of a victim. He starts asking for someone to call the police. These are the mind games that gang stalkers like to play, and this is why I kept repeating that he's a coward. But thanks to my trusty camera, I have irrefutable evidence that I was not the agitator in this incident. I actually did go to the local police station, reported the incident, and showed them the footage. The officer I spoke to agreed that this perp's behavior was needless and provocative, and informed me that they will have a word with this fool and let him know that if he engages in any further escalatory behavior, they will take the matter further. Whether they do or not remains to be seen, because my suspicion for a long time has been that at least some in the police force are in on these community harassment schemes. But that is perhaps another video for another day. Even if the police actually follow through on what they said, and that works to discourage this particular perp from any more troublesome behavior, there will always be another perp ready and willing to take his place. So, although it would be nice, I don't think this will be the last video I post on gang stalking.
Monkey's out of the cage.
What did you say? Monkey's out of the cage? Is that all you can say?
That's all you are, mate.
Huh?
That's all you are, is a fucking monkey in a cage, mate.
Yeah?
What?
You want to go, is that it?
What?
Huh?
Go away, little man.
Is that what you want to do?
Go away, little man.
You remember what happened
Go
last
away,
time?
little
Remember what
man.
happened last time?
Go away.
You remember what happened last time?
What? Nothing.
Remember?
Nothing.
You were too scared to raise your
I got a
hand.
broken wrist. You fucking
You
black
are
dog.
a bloody fucking piece of shit.
And what you
That's
are?
what you are. That's what you are, a piece of shit.
At least
A
I don't
coward
get-
piece of shit.
At least I don't get
A
bashed
coward
back.
piece of shit.
Boy, stop it now! That's not Peter. Peter. Greg.
Call police.
Give me a lead. Get Rick.
Call police.
If nothing else is thrown,
Give me a lead. Dog was across the road.
No, don't worry. I'm going to go to the police now
Go.
and show them the stuff you said to me.
You're a monkey, mate.
What am I?
You're a fucking monkey.
Okay, thank you.